paper.
Liberal Democrat spokesperson Jess.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Government's White Paper represents a truly critical opportunity to transform the youth justice system and, importantly, reduce lifetime offending. We know that most offenders in our prison today are repeat offenders and that persistent offending often begins early in life, with 8 in 10 prolific offenders in England and Wales committing their first crime as a child. So we must stop this chain of escalation, and the earlier we intervene, the better. Nowhere is this more applicable than for children in care, those from ethnic minorities and those with special educational needs who are disproportionately represented in the justice system. Will the Minister set out how this overhaul will ensure that these children, given their specific vulnerabilities, will receive the targeted support that they so desperately need? And can I take the opportunity to highlight the great work of the organisation Shift and encourage the Deputy Prime Minister to engage with them, because I do believe that their model could be rolled out across the country before these young people even commit their first crime. Education for young offenders can be a crucial step in diverting them from a path to reoffending. We're pleased that the Children's Commissioner will undertake a review into education in YOIs, but can the Justice Secretary ensure that this will take into account 80% of young people sentenced have special educational needs and make sure that the support that they're getting in those institutes is fit for purpose? Mr. Speaker, the Youth Justice Board provides vital independent oversight of the youth justice system. Yet the Government has chosen not to act on the report it commissioned from Steve Crocker, instead bringing a number of its functions more directly within the remit of the Ministry of Justice. What is the purpose of these reforms? What benefit will they gain from bringing it in-house? And will the Justice Secretary address the concerns across the sector that they risk reducing specialist experience and weakening independent accountability? And finally, will the Minister set out how the use of parenting orders will affect the recruitment of foster parents, those being asked to take on special guardianship orders or kinship arrangements, or those considering adoption? And if they won't apply to those families, how will they be supported effectively to ensure that it doesn't lead to further family breakdowns and more children ending up in the care system?
Well, I'm grateful to the Honourable Lady for the manner in which she puts her remarks and her understanding that we have seen this evolving door, that 2/3 of children and young people released from custody are going on to reoffend, and we've got to do something about it, and that many of those young people are extremely vulnerable. Thank her for mentioning the cohort of young people, way too many, who are within the care system, and I'm very grateful that the Minister for Care is alongside me and takes a huge interest in the work that we do together as departments to deal with this area. She raises young people who are adopted. She knows that I'm a parent of an adopted child. I take these issues extremely seriously. And she's right, we are looking in totality at the way that parenting orders have worked. She will recognise that there must be something going wrong if the amount of parenting orders that were issued over the last decade have fallen from over 1,000 to just 33 last year. So we've got to look at it in the round and ensure that our judges have the right tools to support parents and guardians over this next period. She raises the reforms we're making to the Youth Justice Board. It's still the case, if you look across the country, that there's a postcode lottery. And we've got to eliminate that postcode lottery. Also, because of online harms, because of grooming, because of mental health, because of neurodiversity, and I was in Feltham recently and I saw the good work that they're doing with young people who are neurodiverse, it is important that the department itself, working with our colleagues in DFES, working with our colleagues at Health, do bring some of these powers back to the centre so we can get coherence across the country and end that postcode lottery. Very grateful.